What exactly is stopping you from embarking on your high value woman's journey? Do you think that there are specific number of people who are supposed to be on this journey and maybe you're not worth the journey or something like that? I feel that in 2024, one of the greatest things you should do for yourself is actually, intentionally invest in yourself. I know I've talked a lot about personal growth and development. I'm a huge fan of that. I'm a child of God. I'm a Christian. And I know that within me is God's DNA, God's creative DNA, right? If you look around, you see everything God created. He created them and he said that they were all good. He created a variety of things. So limiting yourself to a certain degree is not what you were called to be. You were actually called for more. In 2024, you can choose to embark on your high value woman's journey. And I promise you that one of the things or some of the things that have been limiting you from really becoming high value woman, a high value person, are things that you can actually outgrow. Maybe you do not know, or you have actually chosen not to really take inventory and outgrow them. I'm not going to be doing so much in this video. I don't want this to be pretty long. I'm just going to go straight to the point, but I really want to talk to you about the things you need to outgrow in 2024 if becoming a high value feminine woman is what you really crave or you desire. There are things you need to outgrow. You have been with them for the longest time. It's time to just let them go painfully. So if this is the kind of video you want to watch, then keep watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and always do well to always check the description box for some other information that you might need. When you like, subscribe, comment, and share my content, YouTube thinks that you found value in that thing you watch and is able to share it to the larger audience. So share this content and let other people be a part. Have you subscribed? Have you liked? Have you shared? And I've not seen your comment, so please do that ASAP. Thank you. Hey gorgeous, and welcome back to another my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm basically going to take you through, initially I wanted to take you through about just 5, but I just changed my mind. I said, let me just make it about 7 traits, 7 things you need to outgrow in 2024 on your journey to becoming a high value feminine woman, a high value person, a woman of value. So to even start with, who do you call a high value woman? A lot of persons have different definitions, but when it comes to femininity, and from one of the things we coach women on at the Print-Demand Femininity Coaching Program, we have our own definition of the high value woman as a woman who presents herself physically as the best version in her finances and her emotions, in her spirituality, in her health, in every facet of her life. You are talking to me right now, right? I'm Nalo Ifoma and you're seeing me physically. So I present myself physically as the best version of myself in my 20s, right? As the best version of myself in my 30s. By the grace of God, this year, I will be 30. If you see this video before January 15th, then I'll be 30 by 15th of January 2024. If you see this video after January 15th, just know that I've already clocked 30 in January 2024. So as a high value woman, you present yourself physically as your best self. In which areas? In your mental state, in your psychological state, your spiritual state, your financial state, your emotional well-being, in how you carry yourself, in your elegance. You make sure that all round you present yourself as your best version. Does that mean you should be perfect? You do not have to be perfect yet, but you can actually work towards that. The way people knew you or where people met you in 2023 should not be where they should find you in 2024. There should be some measurable progress in your work towards becoming high value. So with that out of the way, let's just dive deeper straight into talking about things, traits, habits, characters you must outgrow in 2024 if you really are geared towards becoming a high value woman. Who told you that you can't achieve it? Who built that in you, that you are limited, that there's not much to what you can do? Who actually made you believe that this is all there is to your life? Who engraved it in your belief system that you cannot really amount to much? There's because of your background, your environment, your family, maybe you're physically challenged, you think you're not beautiful, you think you don't have the height, you think you're chubby, you're fat, you think that you are not educated. I mean, who engraved that in your mindset? I am certain that it is not God. So, and I'm also certain it is not the destiny helpers, people like me who really want to see you become the better version of yourself. So maybe to an extent, it might be you. Maybe there are people who have said horrible and horrifying things to you growing up and you want to believe it to be your reality, but you actually know that that is not your reality. So maybe you are the one who had allowed these things, these social conditioning to take control of your own personal life. It's not actually God. It's not God. So sometimes we do not have control over the environment we were born, the families we were born into, whether we were born into a poor environment, but you have control to birth your destiny, to birth your reality. What your life later becomes is actually completely your decision. So you make decisions, you make choices. If you remain in that situation, it is a choice. If you come out, work hard to come out of that limiting belief system, it is still a choice. So I challenge you in 2023 to challenge yourself to replace those limiting belief systems or heighten spiritual understanding of who God says you are, to heighten level of understanding or a new mindset about who you really are as a person and the things that you can achieve and the things that you carry in your DNA to achieve. I challenge you to develop a growth mindset that allows you for continuous learning and improvement, because there's always room for such. Let's face it, let's just be very honest. There's nothing you can do about the past. You know that. And if you do not just pick the lessons from the past and apply it to your today and perfect your tomorrow, your today will later become a past and it will keep piling up. You only have regrets, so much regrets. If you have hurt people in the past and maybe you've done a lot of wrong things, you can actually right some of your wrongs. If you need to apologize to somebody, if you need to retrace your steps, you can actually do all of these things, which will enhance your growth and help you to be better, do better, make heightened and better destiny deciding decisions. But dwelling on your past and crying over past traumas, past mistakes, past hurts, people who hurt you, you are only limiting yourself and wasting your time. The unit of destiny is time. So the more you try to dwell in the past, the more you are holding yourself to ransom by yourself, and no one is coming to save you. Like literally, no one. So just do yourself a favor by releasing yourself from those attachments of the past mistakes, regrets, and whatever it is. Release yourself from those past mistakes. Focus on today's growth. What should you have done better if you were to talk to your 18-year-old self? Do that better now. There are chances that all of these things are just playing in your head. You are the one doubting yourself, not people. If you think that Ifoma can do it, why can't you? What is that thing telling you that you cannot do it, but Ifoma can do it? My father would always tell us when I was a child and growing up, he'd be like, all these other kids, all these people who are killing it, doing it, they do not have 10 heads. They have the kind of head you have, just that they believed more in themselves. So if I can just do a little bit of believing in me, trusting my intuitions, my strength, my abilities, I would see myself doing better than I even had predicted. And growing up from where I was to where I currently am now, I can personally actually tell you that your level of self-doubt is proportional to your level of God doubt. It simply tells the level with which you doubt God. You carry God's creativity in you that makes you a God on your own. Yes, a little God under God. You can be creative. There is no limit to what you can achieve. I remember growing up in secondary school, maybe it has changed now. We were taught in biology that a normal human has over 500 talents that they can explore. So the more you grow, the ones you hone, the ones that become dominantly in you are the ones that comes to reality. But there is so much more you can do. So all I'm challenging you to do in 2024 is like challenge yourself to believe in yourself, regardless of how you think, regardless of maybe some of those flaws that are still obvious, some of those dirty little procrastinations and laziness and incompetence, lack of excellence. Those things can still be there, but be sure that where you were last year is not where you were met or someone meets you this year. You think that if you had done it their way, it would have been different. No, it would not have been different. There is actually a healthy way to compare yourself with others, which puts you on your toes, like being better, honing your skills, working on your art, becoming a better version of you. Not because you want to be not because you really want to be, competitive with these other people to outshine them. That is an unhealthy sense of negativity, of comparison, which will only spiral you down to self-criticism, self-hate. You will burn out easily, while the other people you are trying to compare yourself with are running at their pace. You will get drained and then you begin to hate yourself, hate other people unnecessarily. It is completely okay to make mistakes. It is completely okay to not know everything. So break yourself out of that mental slavery of always comparing yourself with other people. Mind you, you do not start this journey with them. And moreover, every person's journey is unique to them and it is different. You just focus on your own success, on your own achievements, on your own progress, rather than just measuring them against others. A high value feminine woman understands that normally setbacks are part of a journey to success. There's nobody, just go back to the history of all the men and women who ever made it in life. None of them would come out and tell you that they did it once and they got it. And there's also beauty to failure. I have come to embracing failure as a part of my journey. One of the beauties of failure is that it helps you to become a master. When you fail at something, it takes you back to knowing what did I actually do or what went wrong that I didn't achieve this. Then you retrace your step, you now re-strategize. When you finally become a master and you now succeed in that particular thing, you become a household, a brand, and an answer. If anything happens, for example, maybe tomorrow you lost your laptop or your shop gets burnt, just for example, or you get ill or something, or life knocks you down. When you finally, through resilience, bounce back to life, you can actually replicate that same result. Why? You are a master. You have strived. You have become a master in that thing. But there's no way you can actually become that master without having gone through failure. So People who set the pace are never scared of replicating their results. If you always have this fear of what if I fail, what if I fail, I am putting it back to you, girl. What if you fail? What is the worst thing that can happen to you if you fail? The moment I learned this, it helped me to reduce and relieve the pressure I've had. If I want to embark on a quest or a journey or something, and my mind be like, oh my, what if you fail? I go to the end of it, or to the end of the results I want to achieve, and ask myself, what if this fails? What is the worst thing that would happen? The worst thing that will happen might be I lose money, I cry a little bit, my effort goes down the drain. No one is gonna die, no one is gonna kill me, right? Can I still raise some resources, money to repeat that again? Of course, if I'm able to raise the first money, I'm definitely going to find solutions to the other one. So when I'm able to get to the end of that expected result that finally fails, it relieves me from having so much pressure, and now helps me to take calculated risk. Sit down, like the Bible recommended for us to, before you build a house, you must sit down and calculate the cost. This puts me on my foot to sit down and really, really calculate the cost of what it's going to take me to achieve that desired goal. Jesus himself talked about the 10 virgins. There were 10 virgins, right? 5 of them chose to be wise. 5 of them chose to be foolish. If you find yourself in the midst of 5 foolish people, no doubt you are the 6th person. If you find yourself in the midst of 5 wise people, literally you are the 6th person, because your connection tells the length of how far you can go in life, in destiny. If you always find yourself under this, having this limiting beliefs, self-doubt, criticism, negativity, just look around your circle, and right there you would find your answers. Be very comfortable of, I'm not asking you to yank people off, I'm not yanking nobody off in 2024, but I'm selecting my energies, I'm selecting how I roll, even with family members. When you find family members that drain you, that has nothing positive, no way to make you get better or improve, just gradually stay away from them. That doesn't mean you hate them. You do not hate them, but you can't be found helping or being around these people who always make you go back to where you came from. These people whose presence hinders your personal growth, your transformation, hinders you from getting financially empowered, wanting to be coach, wanting to grow, wanting to get better. I don't think you should be doing anything with people like that. You can love them from afar, but they're not meant to be with you on your path to your destiny. Now, boundary is a big thing, and I must admit that a lot of persons still have issues with boundary. It is super important for you to learn when to say no, when it's necessary, especially when to things, schedules, activities that do not align to your core values, to your well-being, to your alignment, your goals in life. But how are you able to know what your goals, your purpose, your callings are that will make you really prioritize those things above whatever anybody might feel? If you do not see yourself or know yourself through the lens of God, you will hardly find your purpose in life. You will hardly have something you're living for. You will hardly have these core values. You will not even find the need to study. You will not find the need to improve yourself. You will not find the need to become a high value feminine woman. You will not find the need to let your body match up with your mind. All I'm saying in essence is that you must prioritize your core values, your calling, your purpose that you have found through the lens of God. What if you've not really found them? What if you're not sure that the path you're at least headed onto is maybe you're not sure if it's from God? Go back to God in prayer. Seek godly counsel and follow your instincts. One of the safety instructions on air is that in case of emergency, when the mask falls like from up, you should try to cover your nose, before you help anybody. And I want to use an example of, maybe you're a nursing mother, and you know how nursing mothers really care for their babies. You are instructed to first of all cover yourself before you cover that most vulnerable child you carry. Why is it important? If you don't have enough in you, if you don't have enough for yourself, you cannot be there to help others. It's not possible. It's not going to work. If you keep pouring out and there's no space, no opportunity, there's no room, you do not create a system to refuel, to practice self-care, you will get drained. You will not have anything new to share to people. You'll be so disconnected from purpose. And when these people realize that there's not much milk coming out from me anymore, they will move to the next person in a heartbeat. So high value feminine women understand the importance of maintaining physical, mental, spiritual, emotional health and their well-being. As a dominantly melancholic perfectionism, I would laugh at you, because this was me. I struggled a lot with perfectionism, and I still kind of struggle a little bit, in that area, but I've made so much progress. Trust me, like I've made so much progress when it comes to, me embracing to be able to make like normal mistakes and not to be right, not to be perfect at the first try. So one key ways that I was able to like overcome or really conquer perfectionism to a great extent was intentionally and consciously outgrow the tendencies of seeking to be perfect in every aspect of my life. There are dangers to perfectionism. One is that it limits you. Number one, it wastes your time. The time you're supposed to do other things, you're there trying to perfect this one particular thing. Number three is that how do I put this now? It doesn't give you the space to fail. It doesn't give you the space to learn the art of failure. It doesn't give you the space to get grounded in that particular thing. So embrace, be open, being open to embrace that it's completely okay to make mistakes, not to be perfect at the first try. And this is not a call for you to be less competent, less excellent, lazy. No, at all. It's not a call for that, but rather it's a call for you to be completely okay with trying this, giving it your all, but not wanting to be perfect at the very first try. It robs you the chance to embrace other options, or rather, let's say not options, other sides to you really becoming a master at that particular thing. So seek excellence, seek competence, and all of our sisters, but be open to embrace the idea that it is completely okay that transformation, that personal growth and transformation that we're all screaming about, it's usually, or rather, it often comes through the place of challenges and imperfections. I can't believe once again that I'm here telling you to not give two hoofs about what people think about your life. If you had told me 10 years ago that I would be here telling you things like this, I would fight you. I would not even agree, because that was me. That was the life I lived. I wanted to please everybody. I wanted to be on everyone's good book. I wanted to be a good girl. I sought validation. I tried to please people. But what did it get me to? Nothing. It rather drained, sucked and sucked life out of me. It is draining, trust me. Stop constantly trying to seek approval of others. Rather focus on your priorities and values than trying to look out and seeking everybody's approval over your decisions, over how you want to live your life, the things you want to do or make out of from your life. So does this mean that you should not give two hoops about people completely? No, this is not a call for you to do it anyhow. And this is where your mentors and your coaches, your leaders, come in place. Don't tell me that you don't seek validation from anybody literally on earth. That is going to be your greatest mistake. There have to be people who are there, who have been ahead of you in different areas of life that you want to grow in. There are people who have gone ahead of you in those areas that you must humbly want to seek their counsel, seek godly counsel. Try to know what you think about a situation, not all situation. You have the Holy Spirit to guide you in a lot of your decisions, but there are destiny deciding decisions that before you make them, first of all, pray about it. Number two, seek godly counsel. Number three, follow your instincts, because I believe that before you do these three, definitely will find the right answer for it. So having that back of your mind, that personal growth and trying to become a high value feminine woman on your journey is it's a journey. It's not something that happens overnight. So you trying to outgrow all of these things might be the entire goal you have for 2024. Maybe when it comes to personal development or personal growth, you just want to outgrow these 10 things I ended up giving you instead of 7. And I believe you will make so much progress at the end of it. So I hope this video helps you. If it does, don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you feel like you want to talk to me about maybe your struggles or what you're going through, maybe if there are some of these things that is very difficult for you to outgrow and you feel like talking to a coach, I can actually give you a free consultation session. Check the description box to either book a call with me with the link there or send me a DM on WhatsApp, and I'll be on the other side expecting your message. So do take good care of yourself, protect yourself in 2024, outgrow these habits and things, and see you on your journey to becoming a high value feminine woman. See you in my next video. Bye.